we are into Mental Health Month. Actually, every health is Mental Health Month. And as some of you know, I've struggled with my mental health for years now. We're about 10 years into an extremely turbulent political time. We have social media now. We have platforms like this, and platforms like X and Blue Sky and Instagram and Facebook, an algorithm feeding us things. And if you've landed on this, please give me some likes and maybe share this if you think it's helpful. But regardless, mental health. So there's things I do to safeguard my mental health, and that is big truck. That is a couple of things. Number one, saying no to projects and things that I just don't have time to, and just saying no and saying it not rudely but forcefully. And people respect your boundaries if you do that. And then there's something that I learned in AA. I've been sober for 15 years off of alcohol. And most of the time of that, like sober from everything else. I'm not going to get into that, but I consider myself sober because I have health issues with my liver from drinking for so long. And I just can't drink it. I won't drink anymore. Regardless of whether you use substances, that doesn't matter to me. That's not what this talk is about. But there's something I learned in the principles of AA, and it's very important. If you're feeling like you're really down, struggling, there's something called the HALT principle. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. So, HALT. So, first of all, it's a reminder to stop yourself from whatever you're doing and take an assessment of whether you're hungry. Having a snack, or if you are like me and you work from home and you forget to eat lunch, take an hour and eat some food, or just have a snack. Have a power bar. I don't really eat those, but or like them that much, but have a candy bar. Have a donut. Have something, not that healthy for you, but is going to give you a little bit of energy. Amazing what you can feel like after you eat something. Are you angry? Are you really pissed off? Did somebody do something mad that made you mad? Just take some time and reflect on that and address it or whatever, but be self-aware of if you are angry. Okay? Do something about it. That's not as easy as eating a donut, but maybe in combination with that, if you're angry with someone, maybe take a break, walk to the coffee shop, get a donut, get a muffin, get a candy bar. Candy bar isn't the only cure to all these things, but if you're angry, what can you do? What actionable things can you do to take care of being angry about something? Are you lonely? Well, there's this whole thing about the male loneliness epidemic. Male loneliness. I've been living with my partner for a few years now, and when I first started living with her, I would be lonely on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, because those are my days off. But she works retail at Trader Joe's, and those days she's working. And we're pretty independent now. We've worked out our schedules, and that including date night time when we hang out time, dinner time, times where we connect. We just got a cat. It's a great way to connect with someone. And but anyways, I would feel really very, very lonely, and I didn't know why, because she was at work, and I would be like waiting for her to come home, and then she might be too tired to go out to the movies or do anything because she'd been at work all day, and I was on my day off, and I would just feel really extremely lonely. I don't really feel that way anymore on Saturdays and Sundays. I'm usually trying to catch up with projects and have other things going on. We hang out with each other all day, and other than that, but yeah, it was real struggle. Actually, you know what? That was back in the time when I was working in office more. So I would work in office Monday through Friday and then have Saturday and Sunday, but feel alone. And instead of feeling just like, oh great, I have time to myself, I would just feel really lonely and like want to spend time with her on her day, on the days that I had off, but she didn't have off. Anyways, it was like a whole thing, but have figured that out. But loneliness also, we don't have to feel so lonely, especially with like apps like this. But what I mean by that is like connecting with people, making a phone call your friends, call your parents, call your brother, your sister, your siblings, and just give them a call if you can't see someone in person, or invite them to the coffee shop so you can get a donut and a muffin. And that's great. So hungry, angry, lonely. And the last one is tired. If you're tired, even in the middle of the day, I don't know if you work a corporate job how you could do this, but if you're tired, try to take a nap for like 5 minutes, seriously, and wake up refreshed. And sometimes you can over nap and you wake up feeling like kind of worse. But hungry, angry, lonely, tired. Maybe you stayed up all night, you're working on a project, and then submitted it at 9 a.m. and then you still have to work, and then you're working, and it makes you really tired. I'm a knowledge worker, by the way. I'm not someone that works like out in a physical job, so also tough to take a nap. But I see plenty of construction guys taking a nap in their truck at lunchtime. So this isn't a blue collar, white collar thing. Take a nap. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. Protect your mental health, protect yourself, protect your space, protect your life. And honestly, big thing, if you're feeling lonely, there's plenty of resources online, and online therapists. This isn't even that great advice. I could regret saying this, but if you're feeling a certain way or don't know how to react to somebody, use an AI like Gemini or ChatGPT to ask, like, this is making me feel this way. And I wouldn't want to heavily rely on just those things, but it could give you a quick answer that might be helpful in the moment, before you get to like a real therapist, or maybe you can afford one. And also, be very, very careful with that advice. But if you need a quick answer, don't know how to feel about something in a certain way, then I think that's valuable. Anyways, good luck on your mental health journey. I wish you peace. Turn off the news, turn off Twitter notifications, and we'll see you next time.